haven't lost to BC. Pomeroy hit some little hole in the ground and broke his ankle, and so Ty Wright will come in to replace him. Looking at Cooper Coates at fly half. On one wing's Kyle Patterson, Devin Rose on the other wing, the center pairing, Isaac Berglund and Emil Sayich. And the fullback is Tim Hart. On the bench, Ben LeBlanc, Keith Cole, Connor Westbury, Good Bjarnason, Connor Sheehan, Connor Mariki, and Alex Rose. Looking at the Voyageurs squad, David Pelosi in the front row with Alex Pantis and Roman Cow. Tom Davidson and Gabe Brocardi in the second row. Back row made up of Jamie McNaughton and Morgan Stone on the sides with Connor Keys at number 8. Aria Kashufi is the scrum half. Aiden McMullen, impressive fly half. Christian Grillo on one wing. Miles Donahue on the other. JB Sansusi in centers with Nick DeLallo. Fullback is Liam Kelly. On the bench, Adrian Mueller, Joey Brazizi, Mike Kennelly, Zach Peltier, Fred Gignac, Noah Hone, Felix Arsenault, Aiden Brown, and Richard Terrion. So the teams are circled up. Let's see if we get the referee mic going here. I hope so. David Crisp is the referee from Edmonton, a police officer. So he will keep law and order on the front foot there. Or is that Crisp or... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's David Crisp. My eyes aren't fooling me there. So the Voyageurs playing right to left on your field with the red and white piping. And then the Rock are the other team playing left to right. And we're underway. Cleanly taken by David Dean. Service from Ty Wright. He kicks it down the park because he pushed it too far. Yes, he has. It'll be a kick on the full. And line out to the Voyageurs, team made up of Eastern Ontario players and Quebec players. They'll have the line out inside the Rock half, so that's a great break for them. Voyageurs had a nice win over the Prairie Wolfpack the other day. The Rock have lost both their games, as we see Roman Cow take that. Spinning it right is Aria Kashufi. Bit of a high pass at the shoulder.
Number 8, get it down.
Penalty against the Rock. Kashufi right foots it into touch. Gives his team a line out in and around the 22-meter line. Pressure time by the Voyageurs. Big long kick to touch.
I'm taking it back, Chris. Low, please, red.
Service from Kashufi. Now a bit of a chase down the pitch. And is that an opening try? Try awarded. Or is it a penalty? Hang on. That's a try. Yeah, it's a try awarded down that end for the Voyageurs.
Hear me?
Tell you in a moment who got that.
Can you hear me? What? Why is that play down like that? We'll carry on for the moment, mate. Okay.
So didn't really see the build up to that looking at the screen, if I'm being particularly honest. So just waiting for a text to see who scored that try. Flags go up. Voyageurs with a 7-0 lead. There's 4 minutes gone in this opening half.
Let's go.
It's a high restart. Loose ball goes backwards. Showing some confidence, throwing that ball around in front of their own goal line, but that's why you don't do that. Sometimes you want to kick it out of trouble. And now the Rock pouncing on that mistake. It's a knock-on by the Rock.
Just knocked it on the ground, mate.
So it's going to be a scrum for the Voyageurs.
Okay, guys, listen. First scrum. Everyone stay straight and square. Don't mess about. Let's do this properly.
So this will be a big test for the Rock. See if they can push the Voyageur forwards back.
And set.
Ready, and
Kashufi gets it in. That's crabbing and twisting now, and now that'll be a penalty.
Walking around, Red. Walking around.
And Crisp saying that was on the Rock for making that scrum spin around.
Number 10. Number 10 and captain.
So already we're having a conversation. Let's listen as Crisp has a chat with the players.
Let me make something very clear to you all right now. I am not willing to allow this game to go to a mess by late hits and foul play. Sort it out right now, otherwise people are going to start going off the field. Late tackle.
You got it?
Sort it out, Captain. You got 30 seconds. Sort it out.
Thank you, Rep.
So you can kind of see where Crisp might use some of his policing skills on the referee job. He does a good job laying down the law, saying, I'm not going to take any of this late hit nonsense. And so he has made himself clear, and if he sees it again, the Rock are going to be missing a player. Clearance kick doesn't find touch. Counter coming from the Rock, and that takes a high, awkward bounce right under the post in goal now. And they'll touch it down for the 22-meter dropout. Probably more percentage play to take there.
22, bud.
So we were expecting maybe some showers today. Still could happen, but generally pleasant conditions right now, and the pitch is certainly soft. As that kick goes over the line, and there's a knock on, and Chris picked it up there. And so the boys in green, I called them in red. My kids laugh. I'm colorblind, so that is, of course, the Voyageurs in green, not red. The Rocker in red, I'm told. Could have been a fighter pilot. No, had to be colorblind.
Crouch.
It's been a pleasure bringing you games all week. People from coast to coast watching their kids play, and not just coast to coast. Oh, and that's an awkward collapse.
The whole second row slipped. Everyone slipped here. Make sure of your footing, please, guys. Are we good? Clean your boots off. We good?
Nothing there, man.
Okay, let's try this again. Keep your balance. Keep your legs under you. Okay.
Yeah. 6 seconds.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay back, Scrummy.
Spinning it down the line. Rock trying to get their first points of this game. Making good inroads now to the Voyageur 22-meter line.
Went backwards.
And that'll be a try for the Rock. So they have found their way across. Persistent work there. Tim Hart, the fullback, scoring that one. That'll be a tough conversion kick over from the far touchline there. 7-5.
So I don't want to see you going off the field. Okay,
Voyageur's
Ted?
leading
I
the
don't want
Rock
you to
right
ruin
now. If you're just joining us, we are 10 minutes into this game. It was scheduled for 11 Central Standard Time, which is this time of year. Mountain Standard Time zone is the same as well. But the kickoff was moved by half an hour. So if you're wondering if we're in the first half or second half, this is 10 minutes into the first half. And so if you're just watching now, you haven't missed much. So there you go. Flag stay down on that one, so 2-point cushion for the Voyageur.
Yeah, it went 10,
Went 10 meters. Everyone's calling for a knock on, but didn't see it myself. That's Ty Wright. Oh, and it's getting spicy again already. Warnings have been issued about that, but no flag coming up. McMullen, and he's hit late. And that's going to be a card because the warning was issued.
Here.
And let's have a listen to Spice here as he lays down the law.
Yeah, I got it. What did I say to you less than 5 minutes ago?
Sorry. Keep it clean. I talked to the boys.
Late tackle.
So it's the flanker for the Rock going off. Fair dues, he was warned. That's Matt Murphy who will cool his heels for 10 minutes. Crisp had warned them he wasn't going to brook the late tackles, and 5 minutes later, right in front of him, what's he supposed to do? You challenge him as a referee, he's going to challenge you back and see how well you play from the sideline. So it'll be a line out now for the Voyageur after that kick to touch. Well taken, to back of the line.
Good counter, Rock. Play on.
Stolen by the Rock. Playing short-handed, but there's still Larsenus at the breakdown. Twisting through a few runners is Kyle Patterson. Now, there's a big break. That's Devin Rose. Cooper Coates distributing well. Voyageurs standing up defensively. Knock on.
So we got 8 in the scrum? 7. 7 in the scrum, no 8. No 8, red.
So the Rock will be short-handed until about the 21-minute mark.
At the scrum, I want a little bit more gap before they engage, okay?
And so this is the Rock are missing a flanker, so Nick Davidson, the number 8, has moved to the side of the scrum, as you have to do to keep the scrum steady when you're short-handed. The Voyageurs are matching up numbers-wise, which more safety concern than anything else. In senior rugby, you'd be 7 on 8. Ball coming out now to the right side, onto the fingertips of Connor Moriki. And look at this, Nick Davison getting a face wash there as he comes through. So the Voyageurs got to watch themselves. The law goes both ways. So.
Straight, green, get straight, green. Red, 8, stay that way.
Early jump. Get it right the second time. Kashufi getting to McMullen. Now finding a bit of a gap is Liam Kelly, the fullback. He offloads to the wing Donahue, but the knock-on will stop their forward progress. So Rock with a 7-man scrum here. Well, it'll be 7 for the Voyageur as well, but now they drop one of their flankers back to their flanker, their number 8. I think it's going to be Keys going back. Connor Keys matching up and being an extra attacker. So he's just parking himself outside of McMullen, the fly half, and that'd be a tasty option. Having a big boy like Keys, he's got some pace when he gets ahead of steam up. Have him crash through on a physical mismatch with the center. Quick ball. That's gone to ground. Keys gets right to him. Great job by the number 8 playing in the back line on that one. Gets to first receiver of the Rock. Ball coming out now. Going back the other way, drop ball. Just as it gets into the hands of the Rock receiver. Goes to ground. The touch flag went up too, so it was the knock on first. We'll play the scrum on that side.
Watch the ringer. You need to keep your binding and keep straight. Seconds. Just reminding you. Crouch. No. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Kashufi will get this in. Down the line. Crisp hands now. Bit of a bounce pass. Forward, says Crisp. So a bit unfortunate there.
Forward pass by Green. That was a good scrum. Okay. Now the emphasis is on you.
Seconds.
Keep your binding, keep it straight, keep your feet.
6 seconds. Open up one.
Bind. Set.
The Rock looking to get this ball in now. Still have another 5 minutes short-handed. They've done well. Linking up with Cooper Coates rather.
Now release.
Now driving to the right of that ruck. Davidson helping
You got that side, Duncan.
teammate there.
Release it!
Now just a couple of meters short, getting close, held up over the line, in fact. It'll be a scrum to the rock.
Here. Come back over here, boys. Come on.
So gut check time here for the Voyageur. Can they keep a short-handed rock team out of the try zone? They
Scrum half, green. Make sure you stay on side, please. Thank you for coming back. Crouch!
Whoa. Reset.
a new cameraman on the job today. New to us only. He's an old hand when it comes to camera work. Nash, what's your last name, buddy? Rugden. Nash Rugden. So if you're looking for a steady camera operator, Nash is your guy.
Stay scrummy.
Ball getting out to the fly half. Just a couple meters
Yeah, fair
short
still,
now.
fair still. Play on.
Voyageur putting in their tackles. They've got to be careful not to commit too many people to the ruck. They've turned it over, and now a penalty against the rock. Quick ball. Connor Keys
Advantage over.
doing a great job at the number 8 spot, quick tapping that ball. Now they've made some 25 meters from this quick tap. Still going now. Kashufi, McMullen. Oh, and just offloading, nicely timed pass to the outside center, Nick DeLallo. He'll score under the post. And this is when the shorthanded situation really comes home to roost for the Rock. So the Voyageur add to their 2-point lead with a try, making it 12-5. Importantly, the ball right in front of the posts. The Rock player sent off, number 6, Matthew Murphy. He's warming up, ready to come back into this game. He's still got a couple of minutes to wait.
My breakfast just came back up.
Yeah. You didn't actually let it go, did you?
No.
Digging his feet in now. This is McMullen. He gives his team a 14-5 lead now.
Nathan, next stoppage, we'll be ready.
Look at that restart, sky high. Comes to ground, recovered by the Rock off a bounce.
Advantage.
Advantage being played.
Oi, oi, oi. Okay, remember what I talked about before the game? Use your heads and think before an action.
So this competition opened up on Wednesday, the men's side. The women's side started on Tuesday. Ontario down the Rock 45-3 BC over the Voyageurs 56-5
You know what you did
on the
before
Thursday.
game. Otherwise you're gonna have game
Well, let's
back,
have a
okay?
listen to Crisp here. Oh, he's done talking there. On the Thursday, 26-8 win for Ontario over the Rock, and the Voyageurs beat the Wolfpack 28-7. Yesterday, Ontario put a 71-5 hiding on the Voyageurs, while BC and the Rock had an exciting one, 12-7.
Stand up.
So looking at the standings right now, It's Ontario in
again,
first
for
place
that
with
problem
15
gap,
points
okay? Keep
in
the gap.
maximum bonus
That time,
points.
you guys
BC
come
has
down
got
wherever you
9
put
points
stay
with a
back.
2-0 record.
Marks here.
Voyageurs have got 5 points in there, 1 and 2. The Rock are 0 and 2 with 1 point, and the Wolfpack 0 and 2 with no points.
Crouch.
So the Blues have got a day off here while everyone else plays, and that will catch those numbers up. Arya Kashufi. Oh, and finding a big gap now. The yellow card is over, by the way. The Rock player back on, so they are at even strength. And Rock showing their intentions. They're playing some hard-nosed rugby right now. With the penalty here, they're going to take the quick tap, run it at the line. Oh, it's spilled in goal. Tragic.
He's lost forward there by Red.
That was, I think, Connor Westbury, or maybe it was Salmon.
Back.
And he got the ball at the line and then spilled the ball in goal. So it's going to be a scrum 5 to the Voyageur.
Spacing. Stand up.
Folks at home, if you feel like your speakers are crackling or something, it's not. It's a tarp overhead that's whipping around with this wind. So do not take your computer into the shop and get the speakers fixed. They're just fine. Later on today, we're going to have the Wolfpack taking on BC. Should be an entertaining game. That's at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. Women's game coming up as well. Tell you about that in a moment as we're back to live action. Oh, and that was nearly a dump tackle there. A Voyageur player got upended, but he wasn't picked up, so that was the difference. McMullen, left-footed kick to touch. He does well to calm the situation down. It'll be a line out for the Rock.
I've had enough with the scrums. Had enough. Front man, front.
It's going to be the Storm, Ontario Storm and the Wolfpack. Next game up, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Quick distribution, and the switch pass turned into a dropped egg there.
That was a green hand.
McMullen thought he had someone in his back pocket waiting for that. And it went to ground. Unplayable.
There before when you were on the ground.
It'll be a scrum to the Rock.
You went to the ground.
So pleasant conditions, about 20 Celsius right now. A little bit of wind at the back of the Voyageurs.
Penalty.
And now penalty.
Early engagement.
Early engagement, you can hear Crisp saying. Rock getting in there. It'll be McMullen. He's going to try and give this. Doesn't look like he's being too ambitious with the kick. Hangs up in the wind. It might not find touch. It doesn't. And perhaps he was right not to be too ambitious because he really wanted that touch finder. Connor Sheehan taking that into contact. Just hugged that touch line as close as he dared and reached over and pulled that back into the field to play. Very skillful move by Sheehan.
Screen, straight.
He's bundled into touch, however, and so the Voyageur will have the throw in. Alex Pantis throwing. Connor Keys puts that to ground. And now that's off the knees. That's okay. McMullen. Oh. I was surprised at that one. That was off of McMullen's knee. I didn't think it was a knock on.
Dean, hold me back. Not me. Second. Check 15. Check 15.
Crouch. Bind.
Touchdown.
Set.
Ready? Wait.
That scrum went to ground.
Number
Now a
one,
penalty
straight down.
against the Voyageur front row for,
Come over here. It's got to be at the mark, mate.
guess, losing their footing, pulling the Rock front row down.
He wants to kick the goal.
Mark's good.
Cooper Coates kicked that into touch.
Boys, in now. In now. Otherwise, I'll free kick you.
The thing I like about Crispy, you know exactly where you stand with him when he tells you what's going on. There's no gray area. Now that's a penalty, pulling them all down. So what will the Rock do? Quick tap here. Bit of indecision yesterday at the close of the BC game. They were a meter out, and it was a controversial end, let's just say that. And they could have won the game in the final seconds of the match and couldn't pull the trigger. Ball going to midfield now. That's Connor Westbury
I'm right here, buddy. Come on.
with the Rock's second try. Makes it 14-10 with the kick to come.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, Malcolm Salmon wearing the number 18 but number 20 on the roster. That's who scored that try. And so the conversion goes through. So just 2 points in this game. The Voyageur leading the Rock by a pair here. So exciting stuff here. 29 minutes, 30 seconds gone. We'll get the restart and see if the Voyageur can make something happen in the closing seconds of this first half to add to their lead. Yeah, the rain's starting to move in again.
Play on, he was out.
Rock have come away with it. That's the scrum half. Ty Wright replacing the injured Tony Pomeroy. Davison twisting through a couple of tackles. Now kick down the field to challenge the fullback for the Voyageurs. That's Liam Kelly gathering that in. I think he's seen enough. He'll put it touch in goal, and then they're going to have halftime. So at the half, the Atlantic Rock trailing the Voyageurs 14-12. You're watching Canadian Rugby Championship action from Regina. Back with more in about 10 minutes.